Hey, credit heroes. So like I mentioned on last week's show, I'm standing here at our Credit Repair Cloud headquarters, and I'm here in front of our Wall of Millionaires. All these 40 people behind me, they have each made over $1 million in their Credit Repair Cloud. These are all people who had a credit issue of their own. They learned how to fix their credit. Then they started helping family and friends. And then they turned it into a business, and now they are millionaires up here on our wall. Isn't that amazing? And a while back, to celebrate our Credit Repair Cloud users processing over $100 million, we threw this big party online, and we did a big live training with me and Corey Gray and Keenan Jones. And we answered questions live, and hundreds of people were there online watching and participating, and it was so awesome. And we gave away so many industry secrets and answered so many questions about the ins and the outs of advanced disputing, removing bankruptcies and other difficult items, starting a credit repair business from nothing, and marketing and cool automations that you can create to grow your business even faster. It was incredible. And I thought, wow, I need to share all these amazing secrets with all of you. So that's what I've done. Since that live training was so long, I decided to split it up into 3 different parts. So last week, credit repair expert Corey Gray answered all your top credit repair questions, and he dropped a ton of gold on how to remove the most difficult items like repos and bankruptcies, inquiries, charge-offs, and more. And today, I'm going to share with you how to bootstrap a multi-million-dollar business from nothing, just like I have here at Credit Repair Cloud, and just like all of our millionaires here have behind me. Okay, so if you are struggling to launch your credit repair business, and if you're feeling overwhelmed on how to get your business going so that it's legal and compliant, and if you want to know how to start a multi-million-dollar credit repair business from home with almost zero upfront costs, well, I'm going to be giving away all of my cheat codes today. So stick around. My name is Daniel Rosen, and welcome to Credit Repair Business Secrets. Okay, before we dive in here, make sure that you click the link in the description below to access my free 20-page cheat sheet. It's a whole book that we created with all the info from this 3-part live training. So be sure to click to download it. It's really awesome, and it's going to help you a lot. Okay, so here is part 2 of the live training on how to bootstrap a wildly successful credit repair business from nothing. Okay, I'm going to take over now with business development. So I am going to start with a question from Kiara Summers. And Kiara asks, what is the step-by-step order for running your business? For example, merchant account, setup, etc. Okay, so I'm going to give you the straight info right here. I built Credit Repair Cloud from nothing. Okay, I didn't do it on credit. I don't have wealthy parents. I left home at 13. I juggled on street corners to make money to eat. So I come from nothing. I had a credit issue. I figured out how to solve it. Then I saw other people had the same issue. I wanted to help them. So I built Credit Repair Cloud from nothing by bootstrapping it on a shoestring. I lived for years on top ramen in a little room while I tried to figure this out. And I learned how to save money while building a business $1 at a time. And if I can do it, you can do it, okay? I didn't even graduate high school. If I can do this, you can do this. You can start a business with nothing, okay? Now, I imagine, yes, you've got to do the legal stuff, okay? But you can do this all a little at a time. Okay, so I imagine money is tight for you too, so I'm going to tell you the least expensive way to launch your business. So step number 1, you got to learn your craft. Okay? That's the most important thing there is. And it doesn't have to cost anything, okay? It's just studying. There's a lot of information in our community, a fast and effective way to learn everything you need to know to get started is take the Credit Hero Challenge. During the challenge, you get free live trainings from mentors like us. You get certified in 3 different areas. You learn disputing from Corey, who spent 2 decades in credit repair. You also become an expert in Credit Repair Cloud, so that when you do get a rush of customers, it's only going to take you about 5 minutes a month per client to get them results. And finally, you're going to fix your own credit. Because it's a funny thing. Most people who get into credit repair, they have credit issues of their own. So this is a great way to fix your own credit. If you don't, I'm not trying to push the challenge on you, although it is amazing. But if you don't have the $47 to take the challenge, get my book for free. Do I have my book? Yes. If you don't have the $47, get my book for free, okay? And we're going to have links to that as well in the guide that you're going to download, okay? Next, step number 2, software, okay? You don't want to do all of this manually. You want to have an active Credit Repair Cloud account so that what takes hours to do manually can be done with a click of a button. Tracy Arnett, one of our millionaires, he's a great example of why the software really saves you. On a recent podcast interview with me, he talked about how he had piles and piles of paper and no life because it took way too long to process each client. But when he got the software, he could do in 5 minutes what it would take him hours or days to do before. Plus, it really foolproofs the process for you, so you really become an expert to your clients, even if you're just starting. I mean, Corey, besides teaching all these courses, he also helped us to build this amazing thing in Credit Repair Cloud. When you get to round 2, it's called the Letter Finder, and it will actually guide you. It asks you a couple questions, and then it gives you the perfect letter. It's like foolproof. It makes it so easy. So if you don't have a Credit Repair Cloud account right now, you can sign up for a free 30-day trial, and on that 30-day trial, you can import reports, you can run credit audits, you can do everything that you would need to do for any client in their first month, you can do on a free trial. You can even run a business on it, okay? So number 3, practice. Practice, again, it costs nothing to practice. You want to practice your credit repair skills. You want to practice with free clients at first, okay? Friends and family. You want to practice with free clients to learn the mechanics of importing their report, running an audit, and giving a client consultation. Okay, you don't want to be clumsy through all of these things. It's mechanics you need to learn. So the Credit Hero Challenge, again, it's going to walk you through all of this and make it very, very easy for when you start with your free clients and then your real clients later. Now, people have this aversion to free clients, and I don't get it. They want to hurry and make money. But here's the thing. People ask me, how many free clients do I really have to work with? And the answer is, as many as you can. Okay? Because the more that you do for free, the better you're going to get at everything, and the more comfortable you'll be. And that's going to help you to become more successful and profitable in the long run. Okay? So don't worry so much about how many free clients. Just get some free clients and get started and get practicing. Alicia Alt, if those of you who listen to my podcast, you're going to know her. Alicia Alt is a great example of this. I interviewed her a few months ago on my podcast. It was a great interview. She's amazing. And in it, she says she worked with free clients for years. And I know that may seem crazy because it even surprised me. But now she's known all over her town as the expert in credit repair because she's got all these happy people recommending her to everyone they know. So do as many free clients as you can. And here's, if people always want some rule. So here, I'm going to give you a rule. I think you should not charge any clients any money until you've at least gotten 2 or 3 people positive results. Okay, think about that. If you haven't gotten at least 2 or 3 people positive results, you have no business charging anyone money. Okay, does this make sense? I hope it makes sense. Hit smash like or love if it makes sense. I really want this to sink in because it gets asked every day. So sign up friends and family and help them for free and go through all our resources and really get smooth at this and learn your craft, and it's going to really, really pay off on the other end. Okay, step number 4. Once you've gotten at least 2 or 3 people positive results, you have to get testimonials from them. Okay, testimonials are everything. Okay, don't have a website that has no testimonials. It's funny, people sign up for our web hosting and they say, how do I delete these sample testimonials? I don't have any testimonials. No, go get them first before you launch your business. And don't make fake testimonials. Okay, people can smell fake testimonials a mile away. So instead, get those 2 or 3 people awesome results. Okay, you can do this. In most cases, you can do it in a month. And then the moment you get them those awesome results, you don't ask them by email, okay? Don't leave it up to them. They're going to never do it if you ask them by email, just like with sales. No, go to them, pull out your phone, and capture your testimonial. You don't even need a fancy camera. I shoot nearly everything on my iPhone, okay? And the camera's great and it's perfect, and just please do this. You're going to be so much more successful. And then after the video testimonial, get a written one too. And be sure to work these testimonials into the deal you make for the free credit repair, the one that you did earlier, okay? You're going to say to your friends and family, I'm going to repair your credit for free, but you're going to promise to give me a testimonial at the end when I get you great results. Okay, then hold them to it. Step number 5, be compliant. Like Corey said, find out what is required to have a business in your state. Okay, we have the link at Credit Repair Cloud. You're going to get it today in your download. It has the laws for every state, but also laws change. So Google your state and find out what you need to do for your state. None of this is intimidating and should not be prohibitive as a cost. Okay, step number 6, create a business entity. Okay, this also doesn't have to be expensive. Okay, people in our community here, they're always saying, oh, should I be an LLC or a corporation? And all those things cost you money. Okay, we want to do this on a shoestring. So you don't even have to have an LLC or a corporation. You can start as a sole proprietor, which costs you nothing. And again, LLC, this, that's all up to you. But I say, if you're just starting, save money and then get the LLC later when you're making enough money to actually need the tax benefits of an LLC. Okay, you can start as a sole proprietor for free, and then the only requirement is to have your full name in the business name. Like, for example, if my business was, if I had a lawn mowing business and it was the Green Gardener lawn mowing service, then I'd have to file a DBA, okay? But if I call my business Daniel Rosen Lawn Mowing, then it doesn't cost me anything. And in most states, you can start a sole proprietorship without even registering with the state, okay? Each state may be a little different, so check with your state. And again, you can do this with a Google search. And if you have a business name that's different than your name, you can have a sole proprietorship and file for a DBA with your county. Here in LA County, it costs about $30 to file a DBA, roughly $30. This doesn't have to be expensive, okay? And then later on when you're making money, get the LLC and have the tax benefits and the protections. Talk to your tax person. We're not attorneys, we're not tax people. I just want you to be able to start a business on as little budget as possible. Okay, step number 7, bonds. Like Corey said earlier, but I want to answer thoroughly and give all these steps. Like Corey said earlier, some of the states do require a bond and some don't. And if your state requires a bond, don't freak out. And if you go through a bond service, the amount you pay is just a small fraction of the total bond amount. And again, like Corey said, that does depend upon your credit. So all the best reason to be your first client, okay? Fix your credit first, then get the best price on your bond. And we're including a couple links to places that have bonds. I think in the link I put Bonds Express and Surety One. Surety One, people are saying is less now. I don't know. You could search our community for bonds and you can see all the other places that people are getting bonds. We have no affiliation with those companies. I know that they're very popular. Okay, step number 8, a business checking account. You need this. It's not a big deal. Most banks do this for free. It causes so much drama and questions here in our community. I don't understand it. Banks are not intimidating. Go to the bank and get a business checking account. You don't need a corporation for this. Okay, again, if you have a corporation or an LLC, there are tax benefits, but if you're just starting out, you can open a business checking account with the sole proprietorship if your business is, if your name's in the business name, okay? Again, you don't need tax benefits if you're not making money. So get your business checking account and get your business going and then make adjustments later, okay? Momentum is everything. So keep the momentum going. Step number 9, business license. You might need a business license for your city. Again, this is not a big deal. Ours here in Los Angeles, I went down there. I was there about 15 minutes. It cost us $90 for our first year. This is not expensive. It should be in the same range your first year in your city, and you just Google it. You just Google it. Step number 10, an office. No, you don't need an office. No one needs an office. It's perfectly fine to work from home. You can do meetings on Zoom. When the world returns to normal, you can have meetings in Starbucks. None of that matters. No one cares if you have a business run from home. Okay, I mean, right now we're watching The Tonight Show and Jimmy Kimmel are being recorded from home. All their guests are at home. All the guests on the news are at home. So there's no stigma anymore about working from home. So don't worry about that. However, for safety, you might want to get a virtual business address at like a UPS store or a Regis. Okay, and those are, again, very, very inexpensive. I think Regis costs, I think it starts around $35 a month, but Google it. Okay, step 11. Oh, I don't have enough fingers for that. Step 11, get a website. Hiring a web designer, it actually can cost thousands of dollars and it can take months to build. But in the beginning, you need to save money. So start with a pre-designed site at our web hosting, mycreditrebairsite.com. It integrates easily with Credit Repair Cloud. And this, if you try to build a site from scratch somewhere with some designer, it's really a huge headache. Okay, do that later when you have the money. You can get a website up and running in under 15 minutes and then slowly, it's a template, okay? It has all the text, it has all the pictures, there's different templates you can change, but you're not married to those, okay? Just get it up in 15 minutes and then slowly, over time, change out the images and over time, change out the images and make it unique. Okay, here's another question. It's from Alush Al-Jamal. And Alush asks, how to choose a name for my business? I'm struggling, especially since a lot of people don't recommend having the word credit in the name. Okay, don't worry. Choosing a name is actually very, very easy, and I'm going to get to that in a second. But I want to address this whole fad lately, this whole strange thing happening here in our community where people are saying to not have the word credit in your business name. It's totally bizarre. It's totally bizarre. Why would you hide what you do? I don't understand the purpose of that. How are customers going to know what you do? What are you hiding from? Why are you trying to be sneaky and hide what you do? It's insane. Our company here, we have credit repair in the name. We make millions of dollars. Nobody questions that there's credit in our name. Half the people in our Millionaires Club, they have credit in their company name. They're doing just fine. I don't know why people are trying to sound like authorities and scare people. Okay, here's my belief. Okay, I believe it's smart to name your business something clear that's going to get you the most clients. Okay, that's all that matters. If I have a business mowing lawns, I'm not going to call it Green Style Consulting. I'm going to call it Daniel Rosen's Lawn Mowing. So people wanting their lawn mowed are going to know that they can hire me. It doesn't require explanation. Okay, there's also a story going around that having the word credit or credit repair is going to make it hard to get a business checking account. And no, this is not true. There are many major giant banks in America that won't have any issue. We bank with Bank of America. Lots of people here in the community bank with Bank of America. Other people like Chase. Other people this morning, this question gets asked 10 times a day. Other people like Wells Fargo. I don't believe this is a real issue. Sometimes a credit union won't like it. Like there's some military credit union that people talk about. They don't like credit repair, so don't go to them. Don't bank with them. If a bank, the same thing Corey said about persistence, if a bank turns you down, then go to another one. This is not an issue. It's really easy. You go in there, you have your paperwork. If you do have an LLC, or you tell them about your business name if you've got the sole proprietorship or a DBA. Anyways, you bring whatever paperwork you have, and then 5 minutes later, you have a business checking account. Okay, it's usually better to go in person than online, although some people do just fine online. So business checking account, easy, don't worry about it, okay? Now, some people do say you can't get business credit if you have the word credit repair in your business name. And I don't think this is true either, okay? But even if it is, what does it matter? You shouldn't run a business on business credit. You should run lean and make money, okay? And then try to make more money and concentrate on because you need money to live, but concentrate really on changing lives. The more you concentrate on changing lives and giving value, the more money you're going to make, and then the more you'll be able to afford for your business. But worrying about business credit, if you worry about business credit, it's only going to get you into debt, okay? A lot of people have weird businesses about business credit here in our community. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I don't believe in business credit, okay? I launched our business here with no business credit. We still have no business credit. If we can't afford something, we don't buy it. And then we just work harder to grow our business. Okay, so my suggestion, if you're back to the original question, if you're having trouble finding a name for your business, here's the easy thing to do. You take your name, your first and your last name, and you add the word credit repair or credit consulting. So in your case, Alush, if you can't think of a name, start with Alush Al Jamal Credit Consulting. Done. Okay. And if you're using a full name, like I said, you can be a sole proprietor. You won't need the DBA, so that's going to save you money. Then you can get your business started and then get the LLC or the corporation and the fancy name later when you have the money. Until then, just keep the momentum going. Okay, I have another question here from, are you liking this? Hit like or love if you're digging this. Okay, here is a question from Damien Estevez. And Damien asks, what are all the necessary things to have in place before starting a credit repair business? Okay, we already covered all the setup and Corey covered the laws, but I say, besides what I answered earlier, there's the most important necessary thing of all. The thing that you need the most is a passion for helping people. Okay, you can learn credit repair and you can learn how to run a business. But if you don't have a passion for helping people and changing lives, then this is not a business for you. Okay, if you're just in it for the money, sure, you'll make money, but you probably won't get very far and you probably won't have a very fulfilling life. But if you truly have a passion for helping people and changing lives, that's when you're going to have the biggest success. All the people who have gotten our Millionaires Club award, they all love helping people. That's where they all start. And that's what grows a business. And that is what you need the most. And then, is this the last question for me? I think it is. This is from Quint Serial. And Quint says, team building open forum. Teach anything you want on team building. Okay, here we go. Team building. And also, I want you to know, all the people who've gotten our Millionaires Club award, they all have a team. Okay, none of that. They all started by themselves, nearly all of them, but they've all built a team. You cannot get there without a team, but you can do it slowly and smart. And here's how you do it. Okay, so without letting go of some of what you're doing every day, you can't scale your business from where you are now to $1 million, because instead of networking and building relationships with affiliates and marketing and all the things that grow the business, you're instead doing all the lower level stuff just to keep things afloat. Things like answering emails and calls and scheduling and the credit audits and sales and customer service, plus any of the other tactical things that eat up your time. And I know what this is like. When I started Credit Repair Cloud, I wore all the hats. I was Phil on sales. I was Tammy on support. I had little pictures on the side of all the people I was pretending to be because I was too scared and too broke to hire a team. So I get it. I know you're doing everything to save yourself money, but when you look at the big picture, this is actually costing you a ton of money. Okay, other people have different superpowers than you do. Other people are often better at these things than you are. So you need someone who loves project management or loves customer support or who loves sales. You need other people on your team that want to do all the things that you hate and that take you way too long to do, okay? That's how you grow way beyond what you can accomplish alone. It takes teamwork to make the dream work. Okay, we're all about changing lives, but the fact is, it's not just the lives of our customers that change. When we build a team, we have the opportunity to change the lives of our team members, and then they in turn will change the lives of their families and their communities. And because of all the work that they do, you'll be able to serve more customers and change more lives and grow a much bigger business. And it's so much more fun as well to have a team. Okay, so here are my super secret steps that cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn. And these are all the steps that I shared on my recent podcast, which was called Work Smarter, Not Harder. If you haven't heard it yet, check it out later, because it's got all these steps and a whole lot more to help you know how and when to start hiring. So if you want to start hiring, here's what you need to know. First, do a time study, okay? And the way you do this is every 15 minutes for 2 weeks, and this is going to sound horrible, but it's actually really, really cool. Every 15 minutes for 2 weeks, You write down exactly what you did during those 15 minutes, okay? It doesn't matter what it is, but write it down, okay? Be honest with yourself and write it down. If you're playing on Facebook, write it down, okay? If you're working, write it down, but you want to label it with a category of what those 15 minutes were. Okay, so this could be one of the following. You want to put an S if you were doing something strategic, which includes planning, building relationships, making company decisions, and all the major things that move your business forward. You want to put a T for tactical, for anything you're doing that's the grunt work of your business, credit repair, email, that kind of stuff. T for tactical. You want to add an F for family time, which this is actually a really good indicator if you're out of balance somewhere. If you go days without family time on your time study, that's actually something you should be worried about, and you should work on that, okay? And then put SC for self-care. And once you've completed your 2-week time study, you're going to be really shocked, and you're going to have a really clear idea of what you do all day, okay? You're going to be really surprised by it. But just remember, it's all the tactical things. That's what you want to give to other people to do, okay? So that you can start to become the captain who is steering the ship instead of being down below rowing, okay? So that's the first thing you plan out, you jot down everything you're doing so you know where your time is going. Next, you start to pick off those tactical things, and you want to write SOPs. If you're ever in the military, you know what an SOP is. These are standard operating procedures, and they're about how to do each of those tactical tasks from start to finish, okay? You write down all the steps of what you actually do. And then this starts to create a whole Bible for your business. Over here at Credit Repair Cloud, we have over 100 SOPs, and we store all of them in Google Docs, so people on our team can pull them up and follow them as they work. And that's how you build repeatable processes, okay? And next, you write a document that explains each position that you hope to fill. And then you list in detail all the duties for that person and what experience you want them to have, okay? And then this document, it's don't worry about being too formal with it. It's meant to change and grow as your team member grows and as your business changes and grows. So don't get too hung up on it, but make sure you do detail what you want this person to do that you're going to hire, okay? And it's important to do this before you start to hire so that you can make sure you've got a good fit during the interview process. Next, you want to hire people that fit the roles that are outlined in the SOPs that you just created. So eventually, the way it works is other people should be doing all the tactical, and you should only be left with things that are really strategic and move the company forward, okay? Plus family time and self-care. You've got to take care of yourself, okay? The most important person in the business is you, so take care of yourself, okay? Don't be like I was. A weirdo living on top ramen, and I gained over 100 pounds. And no, take care of yourself. Okay, next, you want to, this is really big. This is really big, and it doesn't cost anything. You want to put as much focus as possible with your business on giving amazing customer service. Okay, that's going to grow your business faster than any automation or any gimmick. Just be awesome every day for every customer, and always concentrate on over-delivering value. Okay, next, you want to have a morning meeting with everybody on your team. Okay, every working day you want to have this meeting. And in that meeting, you include goals and you include revenue. You mention critical issues happening that day, company updates. And the reason for this is transparency. Transparency within all areas of your company. And this is one of the most important aspects of building a team and of scaling a business, okay? Every one of our credit repair millionaires, I want to stress this again, they've all built a team and they all meet with their team. If you want to grow a business, this is necessary, okay? And then the transparency is really, really important. Now, business owners, they get really, really scared about transparency with their team. Okay, new business owners especially, they get so worried and freaked out that their employees are going to steal their business, and that makes business owners act all paranoid and weird. And here's what I want to tell you: if you're feeling that when I talk about transparency and sharing what the numbers are, this is all wasted energy to worry about these things and to run a paranoid business, okay? Paranoid business owners, they never grow their business very far, and they're miserable all the time. So if you're worried about any of that nonsense, just knock it off. You want to think big and not small, okay? Transparency with your team is the biggest secret. It's the biggest secret that I can tell you, okay? Again, new business owners really freak out over this one, but here's the truth. Your team, if you have a team, they already know how many clients you have. They can already guess your revenue. They can do the math. So you're not hiding anything from them, okay? So make them part of the process of celebrating wins every day. And you're going to be surprised how much more fun your business is going to be, and how much harder your team is going to work for your success, and how much faster your business will grow if you make them part of that journey. Okay, this is the number one reason that we actually just added profit share for every one of our team members at Credit Repair Cloud, because we are in this together. And when this is done well, your team, more than you, they're going to drive the success and revenue of your business. And then finally, you want to create a company mission and an employee manual and a rule book and policies so that you can create a great and safe workplace. Okay, we have rules like the no gossip policy and no discrimination policy and more, so that we can create the culture that we want and that everybody wants to come and work at. Okay, so be sure to get these. I know they may not sound important, but they are. They'll also protect you legally. Be sure to get these in place as early as possible, especially because culture is everything. Also, delegate responsibility. Okay, empower your team. Don't micromanage. Trust them. Let them make mistakes. Let them have ideas, and move people up. Advance them in their career. Delegate leadership and build leaders. This is going to make your company amazing. And it's why your employees are going to become a tight team, and they're going to stay with you through thick and thin. Okay? And that's it. That's it. I know this may sound overwhelming, but know that none of this is a race, okay? You can take your time, and you can do a little bit every day. Just start with a time study to better understand what's eating your time and where you need support. And you're going to be really surprised how this all starts to come together and really pay off. This is how you turn your side hustle into a business, and it's how you turn your business into an empire. Okay, guys, so that is part 2 of our 3-part training, and I hope you enjoyed it. And on next week's episode, we're going to drop even more gold, because Keenan Jones, our Vice President of Innovation and Growth, he is an automations expert, and he's going to guide you through the ins and outs of scaling your business with marketing and automations so that you can generate revenue even while you sleep. So don't forget to click on the link below in the description to access my free 20-page cheat sheet. It's a whole book that we created with all the info from these free trainings. And if you'd like me to hold you by the hand as you launch your very own credit repair business, be sure to check out our Credit Hero Challenge. It's a live experience that has helped tons of credit heroes to get their first clients, to get certified in disputing, and to gain confidence as they launch their credit repair business on a solid foundation so they can change a whole lot of lives and make a great living in the process. And you can get into this challenge for less than it will cost to take your family to McDonald's for dinner. We are starting the next challenge very soon, so you got to join before the doors close. And to do that, go to creditherochallenge.com. And if you're finding value in the things that I'm sharing on this podcast, be sure to click to subscribe. And if you're feeling kind, rate me and give me a review, give me a thumbs up, because this is a new podcast and I can use all the help I can get. And I will see you on the next episode. And until then, be a credit hero and keep changing lives. Want more credit repair business secrets? Then get a copy of my book, The Ultimate Guide to Starting a Credit Repair Business. Get it free at creditrepaircloud.com/free book. Inside this book, you'll find my top 35 secrets to removing items from credit reports and turning that into an amazing business that helps people, changes lives, and makes you a great living in the process. Get it free at creditrepaircloud.com/free book.